How can I register my songs with BMI? Now, first of all, make sure say the song don't dey for streaming platforms. On top your BMI, if you come to this place, this 3 line with dey here, so click am and then click register new works. Basically, carry on for mind saying that the song title, the artist name, just the metadata wey dey associated with the composition. Click register works. Then this page go load. If this page load, select this thing wey say add new works. You click add new works. Now it will carry you come here. So it will ask you whether na classical song you want register, abi na all other genre. If you're not too sure of the one where you want register, just click this question mark so that you will see, what they mean. So you say an original work written for live concept performance under chamber, musical, orchestra, and then this one, it says any genre other than classical. This includes rock, jazz, pop, yada yada. She understands. So in this case, something related to Afrobeat now I want to do, so just select all genre and click next. Good. So it will bring you to this particular page. Work title, which is song title. If you look here now, you see these things where they mark X means it is very important. We need this information. If you miss this information, yawa go dey. She understand. So carry that one for mind. Now my suggestion, copy the song title as it dey. If you fit type am clean, fine, but copy them. So in this case, just copy. And themselves come put them in capital letter. So I think now so their system they programmed. Again. Then work content. If we click work content now, you say music and lyrics or music only. Music and lyrics mean just lyrics and melody. She understand. So whether na music, the lyrics and melody you contribute to, or whether na only the melodies you contribute to. She understand. If you be say on this studio, you dey vibe, you're a vibe, but you no put the lyrics, then somebody else where they come put the lyrics on top that vibe, or you just the vibe. Boom. That means 12 for now. You control the melody, then the person control the lyrics. So in this case, now we control lyrics and melody. So I select lyrics and melody. Get? Then language, English. Important for English. Obviously because they don't get Pidgin or Nigerian or whatever. So now still English I speak inside there. So if na Spanish you speak, select your Spanish. Then this place we say alternative title. Sometimes they dey very important, sometimes they dey very important. But we no get alternative title. So now click next. You see that they don't register them now. So the title now don't dey here, your body bad. Okay. Now you say if your work is a public domain arrangement or foreign lyrics version translation, please select yes below. If your work is a new original work, please select no. So basically, public domain now, song we don't expire, we everybody they allowed to use now. You understand? So they just ask you whether public domain or whether translation. Maybe I sing English, you can translate them to Igbo. Derivative work type thing. So in this case, you will select no, because the thing where the register no be all those things. She get. So, does this work contain samples or medley? You know what in samples be, or you know what in sample medley be. So this one no contain any of those. I create everything from scratch. You get your points. So then, as you don't put all these options, select next. Now the next thing we they need now, are there any publisher on these works? So whether you don't register them with any publisher, in this case, maybe like Centric Music, all those things. So for now, I never register them with any publisher. Now, if you don't register them with Centric, basically Centric suppose don't register them with all the PROs. She understand. Usually now that's route and they usually follow, but just for educational purposes, I just want to do them only on this place first. I will eventually still register them with Centric so that they will push them to all other PROs. But if you register separately with BMI first, if you get a BMI account, you understand. So in this case, it says, help tip for works without a publishing company, please select no. So I never registered this one with any publishing administration company. So I'll just select no for this one. And then I said next. So now when they don't bring us come this page, you click here and then you will see different writers' name. Obviously, these names come from all the works where I don't register on this, where they are attached to this portal. Most of them where I register from Centric. You understand? Now, if you look here, as this thing they selected, meaning you won't pick the name from here. But if you click this one, this place now, that means you won't enter the name manually by yourself. So since the name already there here, which is me, and only me control rights to all these things, The only thing I will just do now to click here and select my name, which is the first one, Obiechie Anthony Ekene. With the second option, if the person never dey affiliated with any PRO or anything, that means you go need to punch the person last name, which is the surname, as he different government ID, the first name, which is his first name, obviously. So now I don't select this one and my name. You obviously don't populate my IPI here. You understand? So here they also ask me which role I play. So if we click this question mark, it says, click this question mark, it says the part played by the songwriter slash composer in creating the works. So again, back to if I the vibe or somebody add lyrics, which of them I do. You understand? So in this case, let me create the lyrics and the melody. So I will select composer and author. You understand? Obviously, they don't also put them here, say I already they affiliated with BMI because not them, yes. So writer's share. If we click writer's share, percentage of the work with which the writer slash composer is to be credited with. Total writer share cannot exceed 200. So if me and you dey studio, right, at the vibe, I just vibe and then you can put the melody, you automatically get 100% of the writer's share. Me also get 100% of the writer's share. So according to how them program their own system, they do 200%. You know, most system they do 100% of everything. So them they did 200% of everything. You understand? So in this case, since Nami provide the lyrics and the melody, that means Nami will get 200% of the writer's share. So I will put 200 here. You understand? So now I don't put 200. Then I will come say that's all for here. I'll say next. So now I don't come here, it don't show me. You indicated there's no publisher on this work. If you change your mind, you can add publisher here, yada yada, and all of that. So all this information now waiting I give them 200%, blah blah blah, no publisher linked. I fit still edit and delete. Shagain. So now, because publisher never dey associated with this thing, if I click next now, which could be submit, I believe. Okay, no, be submit. Okay, so are there any artists? Yes, that will be me. Are there any recordings? Yes. Was this work created for film, TV, or music library? No. So basically, whether I create them specifically for a particular movie, you understand, soundtrack, or for theater or music library. Music library now, you know, where I fit put my song so that all these people they look for sync licensing and all those things, where they go fit just come collect song. You understand? That the music library. So all these options you put them. Boom. So this one now the artist and the recording section. She get. So if I click next, so add artist, last name slash band name. So you see that you add the surname or the artist name. In this case, since they say artist, I will suggest you add artist name, no add surname. So in this case, we do Key Songs. You understand? And then OK. And then put next. So that all the things will get the information. Type and format. You just select this one and say single. You understand? Recording title, which is the song title, quite the same thing. Now, they don't really need the release date like that because they don't put that X thing. So we will also just leave them. Record label, was this recording released under a record label? I get option to say yes, I get option to say no, because I'm not signed to a major label, but at least in the record label section for my, the release, I put a record label. See, you understand? So if we click here, say if you first release your work as part of an album, please tell us the name of the organization under the record label that just released the album. You understand? So this place, you get option to say yes, you get option to say no. But for proper metadata, since I get, for the distribution, DistroKid, then say record label, I put the record label name. You understand? So make I just say yes for here. So I go do Youngmanempire, which is the label I release on Monday. Okay? And then you click next. So now if you see this form now, you will see artist, Key Songs, boom, that's it. Now we click next. Nothing to correct, everything did very, very fine. We go to step 5. Sound recordings. You do not need to provide any type of sound recordings to register your work with BMI. Shasiam. So according to them, you don't necessarily need to upload audio. So we go down. You know. Okay. And then it says, by checking, I represent that to the best of my knowledge and brief, the information that I submitted is accurate. She understand. And then so I go check them. All right. So soon as we don't do this thing, just click submit. Boom. Are you ready to submit? Yes. You have successfully submitted registration, identical. Now, the one thing why I go actually need to do not to message centric, because now where I don't indicate say that works no get publisher. Actually, I need to still register with a publisher so that then go fit push them to other PROs. They need to push them to PROS. They need to push them to the Canadian, PRO. They need to push them to COSON. Be MCSN, whichever one we get here. You understand? Since Centric gets my BMI IPI, whether they go one Congo re-register them again, which could likely now affect the shares. Now, Intosai indicates I get publisher when I register them. They go make attempts to want to give writer's share and publisher share. But since I don't tell them, say, oh, there is no publisher, meaning they go give me all the shares. You understand? The 200% go come to me direct. So now, if I ever register with a publisher, whether the publisher will struggle to want chuck themselves in, though keep in mind, if they give that publisher share, the publisher will still bring them to me. So I will confirm from Centric, say if I want register, because now with on top Centric portal, you no get option to select the PROs where you want made and send them to. Now from their back end, they run them. So probably I will message them, say, Alpha, una fit deselect, I don't register this work with BMI. If I register them with una so that una go send them to other PROs, una fit deselect BMI since I don't already put them there. Then anything where they give me, I will let una know so that we will also, learn from the whole process. You get the point. Here we go, this very matter for today. I do it for the comment session.